As pregnant leftists gleefully down doses of Tylenol purely to spite the guidance from the Trump administration, President Trump's visit to the UN General Assembly to address the globalist horde was nothing less than sabotage.
And I don't mind making this speech without a teleprompter, because the teleprompter is not working. I feel very happy to be up here with you nevertheless, and that way you speak more from the heart. I can only say that whoever's operating this teleprompter is in big trouble.
The sabotage followed reports of UN staff joking about pranks to embarrass Trump due to U.S. funding cuts, which have caused a severe UN budget crisis.
Afterwards, the Bolsonaro guys told me when Bolsonaro's there, because Brazil traditionally always goes first, they were supposed to have a car service pick him up and his security, and they never sent it. He had to hustle up from his hotel and just barely got there, in fact, a few minutes late.
I'm sorry, President, I'm really sorry. It's just that everything's in frozen right now. There's a motorcade coming right now.
The White House, citing the suspicious timing and staff chatter, demanded an investigation, while the UN attributed the issues to technical glitches and a U.S.-managed teleprompter, denying any deliberate acts. The backlash will be historic and devastating.
Why don't we pull all the money, not just from the Dog and Pony Show in New York? That's the main stage. I'm talking about from Geneva. Pull it all. Every penny of it. We don't need it. We don't want it. The CCP runs it. A bunch of incompetence from the second and third world, always being big shots. Don't care about the Security Council. Walk away from all of it and shut it down.
But the UN globalist swine just can't get enough.
The institutions and frameworks of global governance, from the Security Council to the Bretton Woods system, were created 80 years ago. We can't build a future for our grandchildren with a system built for our grandparents.
Meanwhile, security concerns escalated when the U.S. Secret Service announced the dismantling of a massive illicit telecom network in the New York area. Just hours before the session, the operation uncovered over 300 SIM servers and 100,000 SIM cards capable of jamming cell phone networks, disrupting 911 calls, and enabling surveillance, potentially targeting the Assembly's communications within 35 miles of the UN headquarters. The identity of the would-be saboteurs has yet to be revealed, but this is not the first incident of its kind. In Los Angeles in July of 2025, South American illegal aliens linked to transnational crime rings used cell and GPS signal jammers during multi-million-dollar jewelry heists to block victims' calls to law enforcement and cut fiber optic lines, disrupting 911 and internet services for over 1 million customers, including hospitals. In March of 2025 in Washington, D.C., unauthorized cellular modems were installed at U.S. ports and borders without contracts, posing risks for data interception and network spoofing, while multiple officials' cell phones were compromised by foreign adversaries using unsecured apps like Signal, enabling keystroke monitoring and data breaches of sensitive information. As protests over the Israeli-Palestinian conflict raged outside, Syria's interim president Ahmed al-Sharaa, former al-Qaeda warlord and leader of Jabhat al-Nusra, sought sanctions relief and international support for Syria's reconstruction, UN zealots gleefully allowing the jihadist snake to enter its den of iniquity. Meanwhile, Mike Cernovich raged against the Secret Service's pathetic response to the sabotage of President Trump at the United Nations, warning that this was no glitch. It was a globalist setup to probe Trump's defenses. The United Nations is a glorified pit of hell. Sever all ties and shut its New York offices down. American sovereignty will be far better off. John Bound reporting for InfoWars.